What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. All right, guys. My apologies for the delay. Please say hello. Please say hello. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting set up here. Hey, Deb. How are you? Oh, looks like we've got a few people in here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll get caught up in the comments, guys. Give me just a minute here. I could not get this. You guys know how I usually have the camera up here. I could not get it to be straight, so it was really not fun. I don't know why I couldn't get it to be like that, but it just was not working today. So you guys might be chilling down there today. How's everybody doing? Please say hello. Please say hello. As I get the comments pulled up here. All right. So Deb says, sweet, I'm so happy for Matt. Yeah, hopefully he hops on here. I texted him a little bit ago. I haven't heard back from him yet, but we've been touching base this week, so he should be coming on here. I think he's coming on at about 5:30 Eastern, so that would be in about 15 minutes. So Matt, if you're watching this, let me know when you're in here. Whenever you're ready, I'll drop the link in here. And actually, I could probably just text it to him. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me see if I can text him the link. The linky link. Yes, I can. Let's see. Invite guests. Copy. Can you guys hear the jets coming out here, right? They always seem to be starting to crank out here as soon as I get on live. All right, I sent Matt the link. Woo! Guys, look what I just had to make up here. How to start getting my greens in. I've got a nagging elbow injury and a knee injury, and they're just not healing, so switch up the diet, see if that helps. How's everybody doing this week? Looks like there's 6 of us in here. Please hit that like button on the way in, guys. I just got done talking to a fella who got a surprise bill in the mail for his Sublocade. So we're going to talk about that here in a moment. And it's not a good bill. So we're going to try to figure out. I haven't heard back from him yet as far as what exactly happened, but we're going to find out, and I'm going to let everybody know. It's my belief that his provider, his doctor, is like overcharging for the insurance, something like that. Seems like that's what's going on. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the sound loud enough? Is the video clear enough? Good to see you, Carrie. Good to see you. Carrie says, hello, guys. Cooking dinner and helping husband try to fix the hot water tank. Oh, that sounds like fun. That just went out. Definitely going to try and listen and participate. Well, good luck to you and your husband on fixing that water tank, bae. Oh, Izzy's here. I've tried to coax her in with a snack. So come here, little girl, come here. Don't be shy. She ain't been on for a while, so I figured I'd let her say hello. Say hi, everybody. She's like, I just want this. This is what I want. She wants what's in here. What is this? A snack? You want your snack? Okay, go ahead. Man, I've been having some close calls, guys, driving Uber lately. And wow. There was a husky that was trapped on the freeway yesterday, and I've like literally stopped traffic and called the police. I'm like, you guys need to get somebody out here because this dog was like stuck, running back and forth. And there was I'll tell you guys a quick thing that happened. It was Monday night. So I had a car full of these party kids, right? And a black cat ran right out in front of us. I was like, oh crap, be careful, guys, there's a black cat. Literally, guys, I'm not even kidding you, 2 blocks later, this old school El Camino comes skidding through the intersection and almost hit us head on. Had that cat not like had me aware, we would have freaking totaled out this old ass car that almost he slid right through the intersection, guys. It was so freaking close. And everyone in my car was freaking the heck out. It was very, very scary. There's been a lot of close calls in my less than 2 weeks driving for Uber. It's been crazy. I'm going to make some videos talking about some of the crazy stuff that's happened, especially since I'm seeing that there's a lot of people who are really drunk getting in my car, who are really high on pot, crack, meth, all this stuff, guys, right here in my local city. It's crazy out here. Kingdom Within, I was just jamming to your intro song before I hopped on. It always reminds me of you every time I have that song come on my playlist. Good to see you, brother. 10 people in here already, guys. Please say hello. Do not be ghost watching up in here. Remember, the show takes participation from everybody to keep going. Tell us your stories, ask us questions, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm here for all of it. Matt should be hopping on in another 15 minutes or so, so that'll give me time to kind of keep up and chat with everybody in the meantime. Deb, can you give us an update on your taper? How's it going? Oh, never mind. She already said it here. She says, I'm still hanging on at 0.15 milligrams. So Deb is almost at a half of a quarter of a milligram, guys. Did the restless legs let you go yet, Deb, or is it still kicking in? Is there any other situations or problems that you're having with your taper right now, Deb, or is it kind of chilling out on you? Izzy must need a snack, and Kevin needs his egg whites. Yes, I need my egg whites. I've got carrots, banana, and spinach in this baby too, so I need to power up. Volume good. Izzy loves her daddy. Yes, she does. Stockton Slapper, good to see you, buddy. Speaking of Stockton Slapper, is either of the Diaz brothers going to fight anytime soon? I thought Nate was talking about fighting on his own league or something. That would be cool. I love the Diaz brothers. How's everything going? When is your next sub shot due? Still feeling good? That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So I'll touch on my situation here for a minute, guys. So, okay, so today is actually 4 weeks from my last shot, my last 100 milligram shot, guys. I'm feeling totally normal, totally fine. I don't feel anything dropping off. So for you people who out there who are going to start tapering by spreading out your shots, as of how I'm feeling right now, it's not an issue at all, okay? And remember, last shot, I pushed 6 weeks between shots. This time, I'm going to push 8 weeks. So I still have another month before I even get my next and hopefully last shot. So that's just an update on me, how I'm doing. Does anybody have any questions about Sublocade while we're on the topic of this? I can't believe how fast that month went, you guys, since I got my last shot. Like, way fast. King of Within says, hit that like button. Yes, please. I agree. Wow, my father-in-law was very superstitious. He would turn around if a black cat crossed the street. I literally said that to the kids. I'm like, I think we should probably turn around, guys. And I usually do, but since I was like basically working, I just kept going. But if that happens again, I'm 100% going to be turning around and going a different route. And that's usually what I do, Deb. And after that experience and how fast it happened after seeing the cat, it was funny too, because the guy was like, I have a black cat. And then all of a sudden, it was like a Mexican dude in his old, it must have been like a 70s Monte Carlo, or do you know, one of those old school gangster cars with all the spokes on the wheels. And I'll never forget like the vision of this. He was like, like trying to stop his car, but the roads were like icy and he just could not stop no matter what. He just kept sliding. Thankfully my car stopped, or else we would have been slamming each other head on. Keith James, good to see you, brother. Says, what's up, everyone? Day 21, 100 milligrams. I feel fantastic. That is awesome, dude. Thank you for giving us a heads up on that. And keep us on the update going forward. Is there anything that you want to include for the folks who are going to be doing what you're doing? Has it been hard? Has it got easier? Like, give us a little bit more info if you could, Keith. I'm pretty sure Keith stopped dosing from day one, if I can recall. I'm pretty sure that was what his situation was. Izzy's going to town on her snack over here if you guys hear her. Kingdom says, Deb Woods, that's great to hear, Deb. Keep it up. Kingdom, are you still working on your Kratom, or are you just kind of chilling at where you're at? Are things well where you're at? So Deb says, I still get restless legs, but I use THC at night. I buy these fruit drinks and they help me sleep. That's really good. What kind of fruit drinks? Nick was supposed to have another fight with Connor, but not sure what Dana's going to decide. Did you hear about Dana smacking up his wife? That's crazy. When I seen that video, I was like, dang. I wonder what's going to happen with that Dana smacking his wife around. But that would be... Wait, Nick's the older brother, right? I want to see Nate fight Connor. That would be cool. I thought, isn't Nick retired? I could be wrong, guys. I'm not like the super in the loop as far as the UFC stuff goes, but I do like certain fighters for sure. And I do follow certain fighters. So Deb says, Kingdom Within, yeah, it's been very difficult. I'm pushing through. How's Zach doing? Is he kind of right about where you're at, Deb? Okay, so Kingdom Within is still at 1.5 grams with Kratom. So Kingdom, you're taking 1.5 grams. What is that? Like, is that 2 of the small capsules at a time? Oh, wait, you take the powder. That's what you take, if I remember right. Yeah, okay. That's a very small dose, though, brother. So that's awesome that you're able to get down to such a small, tiny dose. How was that snack, little girl? Was that good? Did you get it? At least the Jets stopped. That's awesome, man. Glad to hear. I'm not sure when the next Diaz fight will be, but better believe I'll be watching Nate. Nate just finished his UFC contract, so we will see what he does next. I think it would be cool to see Nate fight one of the, what's their name? Logan and whatever from YouTube. That would be a different kind of fight. Is it Logan and I can't remember their last names, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Marky Rizzo's in the house. Says, what's happening, ninjas? Good to see you, Marky Rizzo, brother. My man. Sylvia, that's a pretty name. Says, hi, I just found you today. Wow, all right. I love everything that I have watched so far. Thanks for being here. I'm tapering subs, and my doctor brought up Sublocade today. I'm just gathering info. Love and... I can't see what that is. Probably love and peace to all. Well, thanks for finding the channel here. What did you do? Stumble across the Sublocade video? What dose of Suboxone are you on? Lots of people on this channel are switching from Suboxone to Sublocade. I would definitely say check with your guys' insurance if you guys are considering this. Yes, Logan and Jake Paul. Thank you. Thank you, News23. there's a guy that just reached out to me, and he sent me a copy of his bill because I was just like dumbfounded at this. And oh shoot, it looks like Maddie might already be in here, guys. Hold on just a sec. Let me check on this. Oh, Matt's already in there, guys. Maddie, if you can hear me, give me just a few minutes, buddy, and I'll bring you in. So Matt's already in the room, guys. I'm gonna hurry and touch up on this. Um, so this guy got his first Sublocade shot, and then he received a bill in the mail, or like a statement from his insurance, and it was a breakdown, and it showed that his doctor tried charging his insurance $6,000, you guys. Okay, so I would definitely talk to your doctor that's going to administer the shot, and also speak with your insurance to see how much of the shot they are going to cover. And remember, guys, that if let's just say, for example, they're only willing to pay half of your Sublocade shot, don't forget to check out the website that I always talk about, www.insupport, just like it sounds, insupport.com. A lot of you are having major success, and they're paying for the remaining amount that your insurance will not cover. Okay, so www.insupport.com. Matt just sent me a text that he's on. Okay, Matt, I'll bring you right on just a minute, buddy. So yeah, I would check with who I just said, guys. Check with your insurance and see how much they'll cover, so you know what to expect going forward, just in case your doctor, and I asked this guy, I said, have you checked your doctor's reviews on Google? Because it sounds like they're probably not that good. Why would you submit a charge for $5,000-$6,000 for a $1,500 shot? Like, the guy didn't have surgery, right? So I just wanted to kind of put that out there, because this is the first I've heard of this happening to somebody. I'll give you guys an update once we get to the bottom of it and figure out exactly what happened. So that's that, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and give out my disclaimer really quick. Remember, guys, that everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you're struggling with addiction, please speak to your own medical doctor. Okay, guys? Let me take a quick break here. Catch my breath. I'm going to bring Matt on in just a moment, guys. I'm going to get my headphones set up. Just before I bring Matt on, I want to thank the contributors to the show for the week. And that would be the following. So the sponsor of the week goes to Carrie S. As you guys remember, last week she donated $100 to the Venmo account. The link is in the description if you guys feel the need or the want to send a contribution to the channel, either Venmo or Cash App, or here on the Super Chats, you can do so that as well. So shout out to Carrie for being the sponsor of the week with a $100 Venmo. We also had Nate S. come through last Wednesday with a $66 Venmo, and in his notes he said for 66 days being off Suboxone. So that would now be like 73 days. Shout out to Nate S. for getting that far off Suboxone, and also for the incredible sponsorship there, brother. We also had Deb Woods come through with a $20 Cash App. Mama Deb is the leading contributor to this channel. She's always coming through every single week. So shout out to Mama Deb, and she's also here helping run the channel as well. So thank you, Mama Deb, for that $20 Cash App last week, baby. We also had Brian K come through with a $20 Super Chat on the Sunday night stream. And don't tread on me with a $5 Venmo. So super shout out to all of you guys who contributed for the week. You guys make it much more easier to be consistent with these shows and get on here and grind away for a couple hours, and also respond to everybody's comments on the replay. So shout out to you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, love y'all, baby. Let me go ahead and get this puppy set up real quick. Tell me if the audio, for whatever reason. Real quick, Deb says, Kev, did the guy receive an explanation of benefits, or is it a real bill? So what it was, Deb, was it was a statement from his insurance that said you owe the doctor this amount, and it shows the insurance how much. Because I seen on the statement, it said that this is not a bill from his insurance. It said that he's going to owe. Okay, so here's the guy right here in the comments, Overthinker. I sent you an update email. I couldn't send that long of a message on here to copy the stream. Not able to watch you live right now, but I'll watch it again later. Okay, so he sent an email to me with an update on what happened. So I'll get back to you guys soon as I read that email. Thank you, Overthinker, for making me aware of this situation. So, wow, out of breath today, guys. Let me go ahead and pull Natty in here, so I don't want to keep him waiting too dang long. I know he's probably not feeling the best. Let's see, how do I do this? It's been a while since we've had a guest on. There it is. Sir Matthew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little blurry. Are you close to the microphone? That's better. That's better.
Okay. Cool.
Can you guys hear Matt okay? Can you hear me okay? Does everything seem right to you guys watching? Please let us know before we continue. I'll watch for somebody to comment and let us know.
Oops, sorry. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. I could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse. So
yeah. Yep.
So we haven't had you on the channel for a while. Do you want to let everybody know kind of what's been up with you, who hasn't been able to catch up with you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it, to be honest with you guys.
No, you're okay, buddy.
I think I kind of talked about it a little bit, but just dealing with. I basically got off. If I go all the way back, I got off Suboxone and spent the summer working hard, but at the same time because I didn't have my Suboxone, I wound up drinking quite a bit. So I wasn't off the absolute chain or anything like that, but it was definitely not healthy. Wound up getting a DUI, which really sucks. And it's become like a long, drawn-out process. This is like a recap for you guys. And so, having said that, because I did it, or because I got the DUI, and just going through lots of ups and downs, I wound up deciding to get back on Suboxone again. So I'd been on it for at least a good month and a half, 2 months, and was right back up to 2 milligrams and was considering, taking a little bit extra here and there. I want to tell you guys this, though. This time, now before, I had not drank a drop. Not a drop when I was on Suboxone. For, like I said, 17, 18 months, right in there. This time, because I had been drinking during the summer, and I think it's because I had heard that, it could be done. I tried it, and it could be done. And I started using Suboxone as a way to feel better from the alcohol withdrawal, which is a terrible thing. So, long story short, what I realized is that subs actually don't necessarily stop me from what my real addiction is, which is drinking and just wanting to just feel better sometimes, just to take it to the next level. And that's about as real as I can honestly be, about that.
So, all right. So backing up quite a bit. So you got off of Suboxone about how long ago was that the first time?
I'm going to turn the light on here if you see me better.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Can you turn your phone wide?
I think I can.
Yes, much better, much better.
Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, that's much better. We can see you a lot better now.
All right, cool. I can really see myself. Anyways, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
So how long ago was it that you got off Suboxone the first time?
Oh gosh, when was that? It was like April, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Of 2022, right?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. April of
Okay.
2022. So I think I was off of it for a good 90 days at least. You know, I kind of fell off the radar for a while there, and was just living my life as a lot of guys do when they kind of go through like 30 to 40 days of talking about what's going on. You just try to get back to your normal life. You do start to become a different person. I mean, your mind is just not on that as much anymore. You know, it's weird.
Yeah. So, okay, so like how far off of Suboxone did you get before you noticed like you started having cravings for alcohol and kratom as well, right?
Yeah. What sucks is that I, for whatever reason, got, you know, when I went to Florida, I got an idea in my head. Well, I'll just see what happens. What if I have just two? And then two turns into a few more, and that's all it takes for me. Like for whatever reason it is, my body just doesn't process it well, and it makes me, you know, feel like shit, pretty much. So,
You're talking
um,
about alcohol or kratom?
alcohol, which is
Okay.
probably my biggest issue, just because of
Okay.
the social aspect of it. You know what I mean? You're a single guy, you want to go out, you know, you know what I mean, I think, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
But
I remember when you kind of started getting back into that, and like you would be out like at a show or something, and you said something like I had a couple beers or something. Like I kind of had like a little bit of a warning bell going off because I remember you told me that alcohol was your main issue.
oh yeah.
So I was like a little bit worried about you, and I think I told you a few times, you know, obviously. But I mean, how long did it take for things to like really escalate from there? And did they escalate really bad with alcohol?
No, I mean, by anyone else's standards, I would say in the world, it was reasonable. It wasn't every day. It was like every weekend, and that's
Hmm.
really, some people would say it's not good. Um, every other weekend here and there, but for me, with the pain that comes involved with the next day and the negative tone that really carries on for me for several days, it's just, you're fighting a losing battle, and it's just weird how I continually go back to it. So yeah. Right now, actually, I'm on. I got my window open. I don't really care, but I'm going through the court process of the DUI. It's still not straightened out yet, but I'm on probation in a sense, and it's going to help me. It's going to help me get back on track. The only thing is I got to stay on track. So I got to figure out what it is for me that fills that void, you know, and I just haven't quite found that yet, to be honest.
So it
So
looks like are you behind the driver's seat of a truck right now?
yeah, I'm sitting out in my driveway, which,
Do
I mean, I
you
guess
still
I'm
have
not
your
supposed.
license or no?
No, it is suspended,
Oh, okay.
but
I
I'm
was
not.
like, damn, I didn't know you were still driving.
No, I'm not. I haven't been
Okay.
having people pick me up and stuff like that, but you know, I'll come out here sometimes to clean the truck, and I mean, it could be a bad thing, but I figure if the cop comes, I'm in my driveway, I could talk
Yeah.
my way out of that. I don't know. So, but no, it's been a struggle. Thank God I have some support. Things get complicated. My life is so interesting. If I could tell you right now exactly in detail, I think you know some of it maybe, but how everything has gone down recently, it would just be crazy. I probably will make a video in detail about, you know, how everything led up to me getting, um, you know, up till the day where my license actually was. Oops, I'm sorry. Until my
You're
license
okay.
actually got restricted, I got hit. I actually got hit standing in my truck, just literally like waiting to turn in the left-hand turn lane, just randomly got hit the day before my license was suspended. So I was trying to actually like finish a job and get paid, and that kind of all like went to hell. But it's funny how things kind of work out, I guess. Anyways,
So
I'm rambling a lot. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So the truck that you're in now is the one that got hit?
Yes, I finally got it back. I got the insurance. I took the payout, got things like I think that you would have done, Kev. I priced parts out, and I had a mechanic. I called a bunch of them. I'm like, dude, what do you want to like honestly like? It's like, yeah, this one had my to put some in my pocket.
So you saved some money from insurance, basically, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it worked out in a sense. Yeah.
That's good.
Could have been worse.
It could always be worse. So, all right. So let's see. How do I back up a little bit more here? So let's talk about Kratom. How bad did you get with Kratom once you got off Suboxone? And are you off Kratom right now?
I am. I'm trying to give you guys some more light. Do you guys see me decent or not really?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, cool. It got pretty bad. I'm gonna roll up my window here. It got pretty bad. It's sad because I was doing great. I was off of everything. And then I started my
You're freezing up a little bit, buddy.
I know. I noticed that. Here. So, anyways, I figured that. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Initially, I just started getting back to work. I started feeling great, and I started to like really feel stuff coming back, you know. And but like an idiot, you know, after a couple of hard days of work, I was like, oh, I wonder what it'd be like if I just, now I'm like 50 days out or whatever it is. I'm like, I wonder what it'd be like just to have one of these like little Kratom shots, and I did, and it worked really well. And like an idiot, I just kept down that path here and there. The problem for me is with Kratom, if you do it too many days in a row, for me, it'll actually start to make me feel just, I don't know, like not so great. And so then I would combat that not so great feeling with alcohol. And it just became this vicious cycle, again. It would continue over and over. Many good, hard-working days, many buzzed-up nights that, could have been spent on other things. So I don't know how I wound up going backwards like that, but I just did. And it sucked.
So it seems like it's like you got off Suboxone and then you went to alcohol and Kratom. Is that kind of how it works?
Pretty much, yeah. And those were the only drugs I was, or substances that I was using. I didn't dive into. I forgot that like I didn't dive into working out like I should have, and that's what I have to do now is, because I forgot that like working out can take you, it can get you through the bad days, the hard days, the gloomy days. As long as you got your workout in, that kind of gives you that boost of whatever you want to call it, dopamine, and just so I got something that was hard that I kind of maybe didn't really want to do, and I know I'm benefiting myself. So that's what I'm really going to start focusing on. Even when it comes to relationships, I'm not sure if I'm fully ready for that kind of thing, but I don't know. At a certain point, you got to welcome people in still, So I'm just trying to balance all that stuff. It's my second try. I I tell you what, man, coming off 2 milligrams was it was interesting. It was different than the first time.
So what's been different about it? Because you said you've only been on Suboxone this time for what, maybe like a month or two or something, if I can remember right?
This time it was, I would say it was closer to like 2 months.
Okay.
And, you know, you get saturated still. What was weird though is that like getting back on it, I thought, oh, I'm gonna like feel great for a while, like I did, and it didn't have the same effect because I already knew what to expect. And you know, I was just like, okay, you know, it makes me feel about life. Just this complacency. The thing I didn't like is that I'd find myself in my bed at like 8:30 once again, like, you know, nodding out almost. In a way, almost like that, dude. Just kind of, I'm just 2 milligrams, just kind of like, you know, life is what it is. And waking up with that feeling like you're tired and you got to go get that strip again and wait, and then you're good. And all the other effects as far as being like, you know, just for me, dude, I don't know. Like it makes me not function as a guy. It's just not that great. So, I had to bust back off of it.
So what he's referring to is sexually, right? Like you had a lot of sexual issues even on just 2 milligrams of Suboxone?
Yeah, here I am trying to talk to a girl, and you know, it's not a fun thing to think, you know, maybe things might turn this way, you know, and I'm not confident like whatsoever because things are all irregular downstairs. It might work and everything might be great, but it might not, and it's just that alone of them, it might not, probably knocks your chances down considerably, you know, just to be real.
You're right. So did you not have those kind of issues when you were doing alcohol and Kratom?
Not at all. Nope.
Not at all?
I mean, not really. No, I didn't.
Wow.
No, I felt great, and that way, over time, I felt like overly good. You know, like you know, you wouldn't need thing. So yeah, that makes a difference.
Hold on, buddy. Your phone's cutting out. We can't hear you again. You're frozen right now. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's trying to come back. Yeah,
I can go inside maybe too. If you,
yeah, try that. I think it'll be better inside. Do you have Wi-Fi inside?
I do. Give me like
okay.
Give me a couple minutes here. You know, go to a commercial.
Okay. I'll just talk to people in the chat then, buddy. Just stay connected though, okay?
Oh, I will. Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute. Do you guys have any questions for Matt as he's trying to get a better connection?
What happens?
Yeah, Marky says signal sucks. Yeah, he's gonna try to go inside and get a better connection. So give him a few minutes to get set up. Good to see you, Mikey. Carrie, who else is in here? Lo-Fi, good to see you. Lo-Fi says, finally made it a week off Kratom. The withdrawals have been kicking me hard in the nuts. Lo-Fi, what dose of Kratom did you jump off? Carrie says, have you ever thought of getting Sublocade to help you away from subs, alcohol, and Kratom? I'll ask Matt that in just a minute. That's a good question, Carrie. Let's see here. Naughty says 30 years alcoholic and 7 years crack here, 3 years sober from booze. Thank you for sharing, Naughty. 3 years sober from booze. Wow. Go from 30 years to 3 years sober. That's incredible. Let's see here. Who else is here? Zach says, FYI, I'm listening, but I might not see the chat. Congrats to you, Zach, for getting down to 0.15 milligrams with Deb. You guys are kicking ass. Let's see here. Mikey says, yep, I was on 2 milligrams. I told him why I'm going up. I think Mikey said he went back up to 4 milligrams once a day. Mikey's trying to get switched over to the Sublocade shop. What else is in here? Zach says it's been rough lately. I've been trying to balance out on 0.15 milligram. Yeah, it seems like Zach and Deb are kind of struggling getting down to that 0.15 milligram. I know you guys are just down to like a crumb a day, so just hang in there, guys. Because it's you two that are like the lowest out of anybody that I'm talking to. So continue to, keep giving us updates and stuff, letting us know. Sylvia says, I left a comment on one of your other videos earlier today. Ever since my doctor brought up Sublocade this morning, I have been all over the place trying to learn more. I'm a bit of an overthinker. Sylvia, you've came to the right channel if you're trying to learn more about Sublocade. I don't think you could learn any more about Sublocade than this place right here that you're at. So if you have any other questions about Sublocade, feel free to throw them in the chat or on the replay. If you're not in here anymore, I'll try to respond to you on the replay. We really deep dive into Sublocade here on this channel. So Matt, are you good now, buddy? I think he's still trying to get set up. Let me know if you can hear me, Matt.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, that's a little loud.
Hear me now?
Yep. Are you good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why it's not louder. Hold on here.
No, that's good right there. It's like perfect where you're at right now.
I just can't hear you too well.
You guys need me to speak up? Carrie says, Kevin, how long did it take you to stop thinking about taking subs? As soon as I got rid of my subs, Carrie, and as soon as I got my second Sublocade shot, I was off to the races. Matt, maybe you should try hopping out and then clicking back on. Yeah, that's what Marky says. Jump out and then jump back on. If you can hear me, Matt. Let me send him a text. Sorry, guys. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. See if he gets that. I could probably just boot him out right here and he could click back on. Can you hear me yet, Matt? All right, I just removed him. So we'll see it. We'll see if he hops back on in just a moment, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes that stuff happens. Nothing I can really do about that. Matt, if you're listening, just hop back in, buddy. Carrie, have you been able to stop thinking about subs yet since getting your Sublocade? I literally don't even think about that stuff anymore, guys, and I haven't for quite a while now. I've been off Suboxone, the oral doses, for what, 3 or 4 months now? Matt, where is Sully? I think Sully was just walking in front of the screen before he got off of there. Hopefully he can get back on here. I know he's not feeling too good, guys, so I don't want to keep him on here too long. He's literally on like day 15 Suboxone withdrawal right now, and I was about to get to that. If he hops back on, I'll probably jump to that so he doesn't have to stay on here too long. Because you guys know how it is when you're on day 15 Suboxone withdrawal. It's definitely not fun to sit here on the internet talking about all your problems. Okay, Sylvia says, thank you. I'm still here, and you are very welcome, Mikey. Mikey, that is awful. I'm sorry. I've been needing to get some stuff checked out medically because my back has been in pain. since the 3rd month of being on subs. Sending you some good energy. Sylvia, I might have missed it earlier, but did you tell us what dose of Suboxone you're on and maybe what dose of Sublocade your doctor wants to start you on? I've been getting updates from some of you guys out there that your doctors don't really understand the Sublocade half-life and the dosing transition and stuff. So if you guys are not sure that your doctor knows enough about this medication, feel free to ask me any questions that you guys need to know about this stuff. Okay, guys? Because remember, guys, that doctors are only people too, and they have millions of scenarios and medications that they have to learn. So they can't learn the ins and outs of every single medication, obviously, guys. Remember that. I'm not sure what this thing is. Hold on, guys. Something's clicking at me here. Oh, Matt was sending me a private message. Matt, did you click back on? I don't see it. I'm just getting a private. Okay, here we go, guys. I think I see him again. Give me a sec. Let me know if you can hear me, Matt.
I hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
This seems a lot better. Yeah, it seems a lot better now. So, okay, so let's continue on. Carrie had asked a question. She said, where did it go? She asked, have you ever thought of getting Sublocade to help you stay away from subs, alcohol, and kratom? Have you ever thought about that?
I actually haven't taken that into too much consideration, and maybe I should, but now that I'm getting back off subs, I don't know, Kev, if Sublocade had the same feeling as and the same like side effects as the Suboxone, because if it does, I would have to say no. I don't think about getting on that because I don't want to be on that stuff anymore.
Can you do your phone wide again?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, that's good. I'm starting to catch on to that now when I see that it's off.
Good.
That's way better. Okay. So it's great that you asked that, because I would say for your situation, it probably wouldn't improve much at first, but what would happen is that you'll get your shot. Your doctor would probably start you, if you had a good doctor, would start you on a 100 milligram shot since you were about 2 milligrams of Suboxone. And then you would probably, I don't know, dude, I'm trying to think, because, yeah, it seems like even the low doses, because most people don't have huge sexual side effects when they're down to just 2 milligrams of Suboxone, right? So for you, I kind of think that maybe it might not be the best situation. Plus the fact that if you don't have like incredible insurance, you know, you'd have to pay a crap load of money for it. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure your insurance situation or not, but yeah, I mean, where you've already,
well,
I mean, you're on what?
I have insurance. I mean, I have basically.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah. And
Okay,
when my Suboxone is pretty much like free right now. So I don't know if it will cover it or not.
Maybe in the future, if you struggle, you know, for whatever reason going forward, maybe you could kind of call your insurance and see what they would say. But that being said, though, where you were struggling with sexual side effects on even lower doses of subs, you probably wouldn't want to do it because you can't just take it out, right? So it's like you have to let it run its course once it's injected into your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The thing about it is that like I just need to I don't know. I gotta just stick with something, and I've got to just really start to implement new hobbies and decide which direction I want to go with my life. So I'm starting to learn more about myself actually, which guy, I've never minded kind of getting into my personal life. I just need to, in my mind, I think I need to do some like self-care, some therapy. Not like I think I'm a total psycho, because it's not like I've had this terrible childhood, but there are some things that have shown to be, something that could lead back to things that had happened to me. And I just have never taken the time to heal all these band-aids. I've always just been working survival mode. And I
Mm-hmm.
think when you do that, it leads to, well, hey, I just want to forget all that. And honestly, alcohol's great for that. Alcohol is great for, at the end of the day, chugging a couple down and just forgetting about it. And I hate to say it like that, but for me, that was always the lure. I want to feel better. So, but the thing is
Yeah.
that once you're starting to get clean, and if you really give it your body a chance, you start to feel better than you ever had, and there's really no need to go back.
Yeah.
So,
So okay, so just rewinding over the last couple weeks. So you cold turkey jumped off Suboxone at 2 milligrams, and how far are you right now?
okay,
He's
so let's
laughing.
think about it. It's a nightmare, bro. What
It
is the
is,
date
man. I
right now?
know.
It's like is
The
it the
18th.
18th or? Okay, so then today is like pretty much the 17th or 18th, depending how you like look at time, and it's between those 2 days. Now I just would think I'd be 100% good, but I did things unorthodox this time, coming off 2 milligrams. There was a couple days I went to the local gas station, bought a few little capsules of Kratom, popped a couple of them. I'm not talking about a lot. I'm talking about two, three. But it really just made me feel, I thought it made me feel more shaky. I was just like, no, I don't want to get my head spun into what am I withdrawing from type of thing. And where am I at in this timeline? I didn't like it. So I just dropped that. Um, I was starting to feel even a lot better over this last weekend, but I made the mistake of I wanted to go out with a friend, and I thought, oh, I hadn't been drinking since the first, but I thought, oh, I'll just have one beer. Well, for me,
Hmm.
it always turns into more than that, and so I think if you're trying to get off subs, don't try to drink because it's in my experience, it's going to compound whatever rigid residual
Residual.
residual feeling that you may have as far as withdrawal. It's just going to kind of almost re-intensify it, it seems,
Hmm.
because alcohol is another thing that suppresses our what is it called, the central nervous system, which is what opiates do as well. I mean, you figure like
Hmm.
this is how it was explained to me in a outpatient program by a doctor. She was like, when you're at baseline as a human being, you're at baseline. The ball is just rolling on top of the water. But when you submerge it with a drug, which you are depressing, your system with the opiate. Well, when you just let go of it like that, boom, that ball is just going to go flying up. But if you do the Reed method, as we say, you're letting that ball slowly raise back up to the water. Now it's going to splash up and down a bit, but it's not going to
Hmm.
fly up. And coming off 2 milligrams, dude, it's not like it was the end of the world, but it was
It's
tougher,
hard.
bro. It was
Yeah.
tougher, man.
Yeah, that's very
So.
challenging. I've done that. I've done that before. I jumped off 3 milligrams and 1 milligram, and I remember how damn hard that was.
Oh man.
It's kind of funny to laugh about it because it's surprising that such a small dose of something could be so hard to do.
Oh my God, man. I know it's just a piece of paper, it seems like. It's like
Yeah,
I will
one
tell
of
you
those paper
another
drawings.
thing is that there was a couple of nights where I was just like, I can't do it. I'm just gonna have to go back on. I'm like shaking in my bed. And I'm like, I found the smallest morsel and I just I'm talking like way less than a Q-tip, a tiny piece, and just put it like on my tongue. And after like 3 hours, all I can say is I fell asleep. Um, I don't know if that's prolonged things, but I mean, it was so little. But I just needed some relief, man. I just couldn't take it. But I think I am on the other side of this thing. Um, I'm not gonna lie with you. Another thing is this whole, and I hope tell me to be quiet if I'm talking too much. But
No, you're good, buddy.
I did the whole process different, obviously, this time. Started out with no comfort meds from the doctor. And once I got those, that started to help too, but it's a whole different thing, like coming off. For me, 2 milligrams opposed to just, you're taking little slivers daily, like I was, that was
Mm-hmm.
definitely not that bad. So
So, what kind of comfort meds did your doctor give you for this?
he was gonna give me clonidine, but since I was feeling like I was feeling pretty overly confident, and again, not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. My doctor prescribed me the Xanaflex, which is the muscle relaxer, trazodone, and gabapentin, which I do believe in those medicines. I do believe they help. And I also was pounded back the RLS. But I was trying to kind of space it out instead of just like pounding myself with everything. I was trying to
Yeah.
like hit myself with this, try this, see if I could bear it for as long as possible. But I mean, this felt more like a real opiate withdrawal because I mean, a real opiate withdrawal, like not real opiate withdrawal, but like a fast acting one will just drive you to your knees to where you're just like, please God, like I just can't believe
Mm-hmm.
this is still happening. But this got pretty close to that. Yeah.
So I've got a couple people who made a couple comments. I'm going to touch on that real quick, and then I'll get back to you here. Let's see. So Carrie says, she said, getting the second shot definitely helped me to stop thinking about taking subs orally, but I still think about it sometimes. She said, I think sometimes I miss the energy that subs gave me, but I don't miss the sub crash. I don't miss taking doses multiple times a day. Sublocade is definitely different than subs. That's what Carrie says. Thanks for giving us an update on that, Carrie. And then also, Carrie says if he has insurance, they would cover it or cover most of it. What else here? We have Kingdom Within asks, he said, Matt, where are you purchasing your Kratom from?
Oh God. Well, I just want to reiterate that in all honesty, during this whole process, the kratom was minimum as far as my withdrawal. I may have had like a total of 6 literal capsules because I was so afraid to like, you know, re-agitate this whole withdrawal. But
Mm-hmm.
where I get it when I really want to use it is, I mean, I don't know if I should say, it's basically like your local Western tobacco shop, and I get concentrates. And I'll tell you this though, during the summer, I was taking a good amount of concentrates. I was spacing it out, and I wasn't feeling any kind of withdrawal. I would be able to stop for a week, no problem. I think
What
it's
is
it's
concentrate?
concentrates are like you know how like a 5 hour energy. Well, imagine kratom that comes in something like that.
Oh, the
So
little
it's
shooter, the shot things.
those things are gonna blow you out. You're gonna get higher. You're gonna get you're gonna get you're gonna get higher,
You
and
gonna
you're
get
gonna.
blown out, son.
Sorry,
Oh shit, that's
that
funny.
was my cat. I know you're gonna get higher. You're gonna feel a certain kind of way, like you would have if you were taking, street opiates on that, than you ever will on,
Okay.
Suboxone. When I got back on Suboxone, because I'm like, I was in give up mode. I was just depressed. I was like, I'm going through all this DUI stuff. I'm like, maybe I need this, and I haven't been sentenced, so who knows? Like, if I'm in jail, I'd rather just tell them put me on 8 milligrams, in all honesty,
Yeah.
because but that shouldn't happen. But when I went from just being pretty much normal to getting back on the subs, it's not like this drastic rush. There was no drastic rush. It was just like really? This is like what I was doing? Like it wasn't high. I wasn't high. It was just a different type of feeling. So it's a
just
different
kind of
drug.
like
It's
just kind of like lackluster. You're like, I was like so wrapped up in this for this, like it just wasn't worth it, or what?
yeah, I'm like, I can't believe I got back on this, man. But then I started to kind of feel like that zombie feeling. And at the time I was like sort of in a rough time, a really rough time. Like
Hmm.
some of the stuff I was going through. And so I was in give up mode sort of, and you know, things went well. I was getting things done, still treating people good and all that stuff, but um overall I'm just like I can't keep this up. Side effects. I'd never be able to be in a relationship really, just the way it works for me, and I didn't want to like try to combat it with something else. I don't know. Some people and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I prefer not to play with all these different things and just eat as healthy as I can, take some supplements, but not have to be like I hate being physically dependent. And you know what I mean by that, I think. It's a
Yeah,
weird feeling. It's like, gosh,
yeah,
I have to take this every day, you know? So
yeah. It feels like we're just like there's something in our soul that knows that we're not supposed to be chained to a certain, substance like that every day. At least that's not how it was intended for us to be. That's kind of how I look at it.
I'll tell you something that's kind of like messed up, and people may like hate me for saying this, but I recently was on Suboxone and a situation came up with a female, and I probably didn't make the decision I would have made if I wasn't on it. I'm starting to realize that now, and it sucks, but I think we do make decisions a little bit differently when we're on it. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but I noticed that. So
So wait, I'm trying to clarify exactly what you're trying to say without saying it. Are you saying that you were more promiscuous while being on Suboxone or off of it? Or did I
no,
totally misunderstand what you were saying?
I think I'm like I think that I would be more likely to make a decision differently. Not necessarily right or wrong, just differently because you do have a different mindset.
Hmm.
It's weird. Full
What would you,
full disclosure.
yeah, no, I got you. What would you say like your average day was like when you were on Suboxone versus when you were bouncing back and forth with Kratom and alcohol? Like what would the difference be in your day?
Um, the difference I guess would be that on Suboxone I would go home and clean my apartment, play my guitar, think about bettering myself because I wasn't drinking, and and when I was on Kratom and alcohol, I mean that I was getting things done. I was, but I was never going to go that far because at the end of the night, you have a couple of drinks, you do this, you do that. I mean, the night's done. How creative? What are you really getting done? I mean, you might talk about it or whatever. It's just, I think that when you're living a lifestyle like that, you're not going to go as far as you would if you're just sober as you can be. I'm not saying you can have a drink here and there, that's cool, but if your life is dependent on needing to have drinks all the time, I think it's just you're going to be less productive. If that's what you're cool with, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But just not something. That's not where I want to go. So
Yeah, I noticed when my brother lived with me back in the day, and he's been an alcoholic like almost his whole life. But I just noticed how much it would limit him because as soon as he
what's that, dude? You there?
Hello?
Oh yeah, I got you now.
Wow, that was weird. I had a phone call come in and it literally like kicked me off here. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm so glad it's not me this time.
Yeah. So I was saying, I noticed when my brother lived with me that it just like his alcoholism stopped him from so much, right? Because as soon as he would crack open a drink for the day, he was literally stuck in the house.
Yeah,
So
you're
I always
content. It
felt
kind of
bad
just
for him.
yeah.
And he was very prone to getting a bunch of um, DUIs and stuff too. Like he was always running into my neighbors' cars and crap. And like, I'm just like, dude, you're like living the wild man's life. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it just seems to, like you said, it really limits people.
It does. Well, they
Um,
say the if you don't I don't mean to cut you off at all, but
you're good, bud.
alcohol is a word that goes back to, I guess, Arabic times. It was in the people in the Middle East. Some of them believe that it was some god or some spirit called alcohol, and he was it was supposed to be a flesh-eating spirit. So whether that's true or not, at least back then, even all the way back then, they knew that too much of a good thing could be a bad thing. So I think
Hmm.
it's totally fine. I don't hate alcohol. I think that if you can handle it and have one or two and be responsible and go home and have a steak dinner with it, sweet. But if you can't and you're like me and you're like, you know what, that was just too tasty and I want to have fun with that, you've got to suppress yourself with it. And I think I've learned that, when you suppress yourself when it comes to, like, how it is with diet and all that, it's worth it in the end.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
uh,
it is. It like you just feel better like all around the clock. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely worth eating healthy. I can definitely feel a difference if I'm like eating junk food at night. I wake up feeling groggy and tired and just sluggish all day. It's just
oh,
literally like
totally,
putting
totally.
crappy gas in your tank.
And I started my, like, I mean, I don't know how you feel about keto, and I mean, it's debatable. I don't think it's something that you should really necessarily. There's levels of it. I think I'm more paleo, and I'm like kind of like with where you're at, where it's like I allow a certain amount of carbohydrates because I kind of need it if I'm working out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna delve into that, and you know, that's what kind of makes me happy is getting back to the gym and eating right,
Yep.
getting back to where I want to be, and seeing what happens, man. Life's not always gonna turn out the way that you plan it to be, and more likely than not, it's gonna take you on a direction you had no clue. I'm like just accept. I'm being 40. I'm accepting that. I'm accepting my mortality. And if I can ever like make some more videos, that's what I'll try to make the content about. It's just being 40 and being single and what it's like.
Yeah, I know how that goes, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you can get back to making some videos. I know you're not really feeling well right now. I'll probably try to let you go here in a few minutes. Like if you could tell everybody kind of how your withdrawal has been over the last 17 days. Like what have you gone through? How hard has it been? What stuff are you going through? Like restless legs, diarrhea, like depression. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Not so much. It's pretty standard, only just like a little more intense. The cool part is like this time I um I knew what to expect, and I kind of went in even a little bit cocky. I was like, I got this. It hasn't been long, but it started out just like always, like last time, where uh 3, 4, 5 days, I'm like, I got this, man. I think I text you at day 6. I'm like, I got this. It's getting
Yep.
tough, but there was a lot of days where I felt pretty good during the day, but like just at night, the monster comes out.
Yeah.
And that's where the restless leg and the body. the body aches. And this time I was just getting like hot. Felt like my skin was on fire, which it wasn't like that before. So I just, sorry, damn cat.
I think
I
Deb wants to see your cat.
okay. Come here,
Sully,
Sally.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, like from Monsters Inc. And here he is. You can see him. Oh no.
He went sideways again. Uh-oh, we might have lost him. He's all, oh no, and then stop. We'll see if he hops back on here, guys. Sorry, Deb, I tried to get Sully on for you. You guys still hear me okay? I'm not sure if it could be me that's frozen, so let me know if you guys hear me or if you, or what's going on, what you guys see. I think he got kicked off. He is not moving on my screen anyway. Let's see. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. You guys know how it is sometimes around here. Can you guys still hear me okay? Give me the thumbs up, please, so I'm not talking to myself. Crypto Forever says, what's up? He's so cute, Deb says. Nighttime and early morning are the worst. Yes, absolutely. As he said, as before I heard him get kicked off, he said like that's when the monster comes out is at night, and you guys know how bad it is. It's rough at night, especially with the. I was really hoping that I could ask him about the RLS because I swear last time he didn't have that. So I was hopefully, if he hops back on, I can ask him that before we let him go. We hear you, Kev, not Matt. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think Matt's on the screen anymore. I had to remove him from the stream because it was frozen. Carrie says, I hate how much alcohol is glorified. So many bad things happen because of alcohol. That is so true, Carrie. So freaking true. I was just thinking back to when I would go out to like bars and clubs, and there was literally always so much drama when you're going out to bars and clubs, especially after everyone's been drinking all night. It's just like same thing at house parties, right? It's always some kind of drama popping off, or somebody breaks something, somebody's clumsy and trips over and shatters a glass tray or something. Like just always something going on negatively with alcohol. Kingdom Within says, yeah, me and alcohol didn't work too well. Yeah, I remember that talk we had when you were on my channel, Kingdom. So I know a lot of you guys out there have struggled with alcohol addiction in the past. So I just find it interesting how he went from Suboxone to Kratom and alcohol, right? And then to get off of alcohol and Kratom, he went back to Suboxone. It's just obviously like that there's some kind of deficiency, right, in his brain that's like lacking pleasure, the ability to feel pleasure. And that's really, you can tell he just wants to feel good. Like that's what we all want, right? We just want to feel normal and happy and good without being in that deficit, as he was showing with that ball below the water explanation. That crap sucks to feel like that. Ugh. Looks like it's pretty dang slow in here today. It's been abnormally slow here lately, guys. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Another thing I was just talking about, what Deb was just talking about, is that isn't that why they call it booze, right? Another reason they call alcohol booze, BOO, right? Boo. And spirits, as she just said. Yeah, it brings booze, right? I don't see him hopping back on, guys. He might just be done. Let's see. Alcohol almost killed me multiple times, Lo-Fi says. Sorry if I missed your guys' comments earlier. You know how hard it is for me to reply to the comments as I have a guest on. I tried to touch on a few of them, but it's kind of hard. I might cruise back up and see if I missed a whole lot of stuff. Let's see. Carrie, did they give you your second shot? Was it the 300 milligrams again, or did you go down to 100 milligrams yet? Let's see here. I think I got actually most of these comments here. Sylvia says, I cannot drink. I stopped years ago. Too many horrible effects and situations. Crypto says, I had a problem with alcohol also. I had an after hours joint I could get in any night. So even after 2 a.m., I was still partying till 6. What? Dang. There's these youngsters from like Chile and Argentina that so they come to Utah to work at the ski resort for the winter, and they're all it's almost like they don't know each other, but they all end up here, right? So they all somehow link up, I think through their job. And literally, guys, as I've been driving Uber, every freaking night these kids are like 21, 22 years old, and every night they are partying till all hours of the night. I'm just like, you guys are going again? Like it's Monday night, dude. You guys were going hard all weekend, and they're just like, we got to live it up while we can. I'm just like, man, woo. I remember when I was that age and I was not going 7 nights a week. I could say that. Then again, I was taking painkillers at their age, so guess I don't have much room to talk. Hopefully Matt's phone's okay. I don't see him trying to hop back on, but he's probably done for the day, guys, I'm guessing. I appreciate Matt coming on. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have him back on after he's feeling better. I didn't want to keep him on here all day when I know he's just not feeling good right now. You guys know how it is when you're going through this crap, especially from 2 milligrams. Eeks. Let's see here. Deb says, like this was earlier. Deb says, like the Bible says, a dog returns to its vomit. I didn't know that, Deb. Mikey. Sylvia says, hoping the best from Matt. Yeah, Sylvia, let us know what your situation is going forward. We're here on the live stream every Wednesday and every Sunday night. And we're talking about usually the same stuff, either Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, alcohol sometimes. Carrie, I was a bartender for 5 years and witnessed so many fights and people cheating on their spouses, DUIs, and car accidents. I hate alcohol. I could imagine how much stuff you would definitely see being a bartender for 5 years, Carrie, for sure. You'd see like the worst of the worst. Got my gallbladder taken out and haven't been able to drink since. It's been 20 years of no alcohol. That's nice. 20 years. That's incredible. Okay, so Carrie got her second 300 milligram shot. Carrie, is your constipation a lot worse since you got your second shot, or is it just still kind of the same? Yeah, hang in there, Matt. We love you. Yep. He seems to be doing all pretty good, all things considering. I mean, still 17 days. He's not doing too good, but he's got to be on the other side of it by now, right, guys? Crypto says, why didn't he try Sublocade? I jumped on late, so I didn't get to listen to the beginning of his situation. He said he never considered it really. His body doesn't really do well as far as sexually, even on low doses of Suboxone. So if that's the case, then Sublocade would probably not be a good option for him because of that reason. I think that's one of the main reasons he got off Suboxone this time is because he was having sexual complications, I guess you could call it, right? And where he's dating somebody new, that can be a really big concern for a new relationship, obviously. So I have struggled with sexual issues in the past on Suboxone as well, and I know how stressful that can be as a man. especially when you're new into a relationship. And super shout out to Mama Deb. Did you guys just hear that $20 Cash App? Baby. Ooh, baby. Mama Deb, thank you for that. She just sent, as I said, guys, a $20 Cash App. She says $20 for thank you, Kevin, baby. I wish I could send you guys better replies on here as far as like thanking you for your support there. So thank you, Deb. I'm going to go ahead and give you a heart for this right now since that's all I can do. Mama Deb, I want to thank you for all the help that you do on this channel. As I said earlier, you are the biggest and most consistent contributor of this channel, and also you do all the work here on the channel as well as far as keeping the trolls away. Side note, I've noticed that we haven't, at least I haven't noticed a lot of trolls. Has there been anything that I've really not seen? Or has it been pretty chill in here lately? Thank you for keeping the chat clean, Mama Deb. And also Marky Rizzo, if he's still in here as well. Thank you guys for helping keep things clean. I know sometimes it's kind of slow around here like it is today. But sometimes we've got 30 plus people in here, right, guys? So, you know, in the future, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger once the subscriber count continues to grow. As of right now, though, we're just a pretty small little family here. So enjoy us while we're small. Let's see here. Carrie, is your insurance paying for your entire Sublocade shot, or did you get set up with in-support like I was talking about for the other people? Oh, that reminds me, guys. I can go ahead and check on that email that the guy earlier said, because he said he sent me an email giving me an update. Well, let me check on that right now, guys. Since we're kind of slow, I might as well give you guys an update about these Sublocade stuff. Oh, there it is. Okay. So update. Okay, I know I said I would update again, so I'm sorry for this. I just couldn't post this long of an update on the live stream. Okay, guys, it looks like it's a long comment, so bear with me here, okay? This is an update for the guy that his doctor submitted a $5,000 or $6,000 charge to his insurance for a Sublocade shot. So let's see what happened. Drum roll, please. Let me get this headphone set off, guys. It's hurting my head. Hold on a minute. 2 seconds, guys. I'll read you the story. All right. Deb says, thank you for helping me to change my life around. Oh, Deb, you sweet girl. I can't wait till you're off of this. And side note, Deb, are you going to roll out? Or are you going to continue being up in these chats with us every week once you get off? Because I know you're close. I'm worried that, you know how Reed did. He rolled out, right? He don't come around no more. We haven't seen Reed for a while now since he got off Suboxone. So, Deb, I hope that, I know you're close to the finish line, so I hope that once you're off, you still continue to come around here and let everybody know how you're doing, you know, more than like once a year. But you're welcome, Deb. You're absolutely welcome. We're all just here trying to help each other, right, guys? Be strong for each other. Here's the guy's story about the billing information, the billing issue. So he says, I went in for a second shot today. Unfortunately, I didn't receive it. Uh-oh, that's not good. I explained the situation. The drug is roughly $1,800. I was charged almost $6,000, guys. Listen to this. Just for the drug itself. Any other fees were even more. After insurance, I would owe $1,300 a month. And that is a scam, guys. That is a scam. The doctor seemed genuinely surprised, asked me to wait so they could call my insurance to figure this out. After waiting, she came back and essentially tried explaining how deductibles work. I told her I already know all of this. I'm just trying to figure out why the drug was billed at $6,000 when it's about $1,800 if you had no insurance whatsoever. These are perfect points. She said sometimes insurance companies like to jack up charges. That's called insurance fraud. Come on here. And it's not the insurance that jacked up the charges. It's his provider that did that. I seen the bill myself. He says, I said, I understand that, but this $6,000 charge is from your office, not the insurance company, which is exactly what I just said, guys. Let's see. She said that's correct and just seemed all out confused on what to tell me. She suggested in support. Look at that, guys. The situation I always tell you guys to do, which I told her I already know about. And while it would help, it doesn't answer why I was billed $6,000 in caps lock for a less than $2,000 drug. I love how he's fighting this. And if this ever happens to any of you, which I have never heard, you need to be doing this as well. She said, unfortunately, she doesn't have answers. What the hell are you talking about? You don't have answers. You charged me $6,000. You better tell me something. You better tell me something. No answers. $6,000, huh? Okay. And suggested I call insurance again. I told her this isn't an insurance issue. It's not. It's the freaking doctor's office. It's not an insurance issue. I need to figure out why your office charged 3 times the amount the drug actually costs. And that's retail costs that they overcharged him. It's actually more than that, guys. It's actually nearly 4 times the amount that they charged his insurance. She suggested calling the billing department of the hospital as they take care of that. I bet you that's where the issue is going to be, is somewhere in billing. Very unhelpful and wanted to push the problem onto anyone else she could. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, as this Sublocade has been amazing for me. 15 years of Suboxone, and for the first time ever, I'm almost 30 days without putting a pill or a strip under my tongue. Incredible, by the way. It's been great, and this happens right before my second shot, which would level my, and he quotes, level myself. Shaking my head. Thanks again for telling me to dig into this. You're welcome if you're watching this on the replay. I knew something did not sound right when you told me this story. I was really let down when I saw it would cost me $1,300 a month to continue it. It might take a few days to figure out, but I will figure it out. It's too important not to. Did you guys hear what he just said? But I will figure it out. Okay, I already said that. It's too important not to. Good luck to everyone trying to make positive changes. Y'all are killing it. I never comment, but I'm always here. So shout out to you, the person who said that. I know you were in here earlier, just giving us an update. So that's an update on the situation, guys. What do you guys, do any of you guys who are in like medical billing, do any of you guys have any idea what happened here? It sounds like it's the people who were in charge of the billing for his doctor's office. That's my guess. Sylvia says, I'm brand new to it, but already love it. Mama Deb seems wonderful, and all of you as well. Yes, she definitely is. I love how when I call her Mama Deb, everyone else starts to call her that. It's true though. She says, I will be here forever. I've wasted so many years of my life with drugs. I want to help others. Yes, thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. I'm gonna hold you to it, girl. Doctors jacked up prices, but the insurance company will only pay a certain amount. The lady in the doctor's office billing is an idiot. Try a different doctor maybe. And that's exactly what I said to him. I said, dude, check your doctor's ratings on Google. I bet you they're crap. And he said he checked and that they were. So yeah, Deb is awesome. Good to see you still here, Kingdom. Yeah, guys. So just something to be aware of. This is the first I've heard of something happening like this. I'm sure it's just some kind of mix up with the billing people, because if they're literally trying to charge this dude $1,300 after insurance, that is a scam. That is definitely a scam, and you need to find a different doctor if that's going on. I've never heard of that happening to anybody else, and I'm going to knock on wood that I don't hear that again. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of possibility of something like that happening. I'm trying to let you all know, if your insurance is only willing to pay X amount of dollars of the Sublocade shot, you must go to the In Support website that I keep talking about you guys in the future are going to continue hearing me talk about this because it is saving a lot of people hundreds and hundreds of dollars, guys. So please, if you're looking at this stuff, call, make sure that your insurance is going to cover either all of it. And if not, then start to get a hold of insupport.com because you need them all to work together. It takes some time is what I'm trying to say to get, the insurance hooked up with InSupport, hooked up with the doctor's office. So just some heads up for you guys, okay? Deb says, where I worked in medical billing, it depends on the place they are billing as for how much they will pay. We had several accounts that got extra money from like Catholic charities. I know my aunt used to do medical billing too. She did it like she had her own little business. So I thought about getting a hold of her, but Sonny always coming in right at the end. What's up, Sonny? Good to see you, brother. Sonny, what is the Beamer that you have? I always forget. Is it I'm pretty sure you have a 2 Series, right? Did you get the like a M2 Series or something like that? M2 Series M Sport? Can you remind me what car you have, Sonny? Last Sunday night we were doing I went through my garage, there was a bunch of people in here who were BMW people, so I showed them my car and my motorcycle in the garage. Thank you for the financial info. I have to look into all of that. Yes, Sylvia. Sylvia, I would just say real quickly, since you're new to the channel and you're considering Sublocade, it's quite a bit different of an experience, even though it's literally the same medication, which is called buprenorphine, which is the same medication that's in Suboxone. But it is a different experience, right? Because of the half-life is so much different once you get the Sublocade injection. The half-life of Sublocade, you guys hear me say this, is 45 to 60 days. And what does that mean? That means it takes 45 to 60 days once you get your first shot for half of that shot to wear out. So it's a very steady feeling. You don't have the ups and the downs that you guys have when you take your Suboxone orally every day, because the oral half-life of Suboxone of orally is 35 hours, right, guys? So you're feeling it kick in and then you're feeling it fall off, right? You don't have the ups and downs anymore as soon as you get on Sublocade. So, and then you also don't have to think about taking your medication every day. Literally, you just have to go to your doctor's office once a month or once every 2 months if you're like me and you're spacing the shots out, and that's it, right? So just something to expect. If you are wanting to get Sublocade and you like the feeling that you get once your Suboxone kicks in every day, you have to know that that goes away and you're never going to feel it again. You're just going to feel like a normal person, okay? You guys know that we deep dive into Suboxone and Sublocade and sometimes Kratom on this channel. If I'm ever missing anything, please feel free to drop. Sorry about that, guys. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I get on here and do this stuff. I don't know why people are trying to call me today. That might happen again with the guy that just called. Sorry. Oh, 228i. That's what it was. Okay, I thought so, Sonny. Good to see you, Sonny. 238i. Nothing crazy. Hopefully, you've been able to get out and enjoy it, right? Because I know that it was brand new when you first got off Suboxone, and hopefully, you've been out enjoying it, buddy. Oh, Callie Love, what's up, chick? Good to see you. How's your fitness journey going, Callie? I haven't got any updates from you, if you know what I'm saying. Thank you for the info. I absolutely do not like the feeling of my Suboxone. That is for sure. So, Sylvia, if you could real quick, just explain to us what feeling it is that you get once your Suboxone kicks in. Do you get energized from it? Do you get tired and sleepy? Do you get euphoric? Like, what is it that you feel when your Suboxone kicks in? Because it's literally different for all of us. So I'm always I'm always enjoying to ask people what it is that they feel, because it's different for everybody, right? And where you said that you don't like it, I'm really curious what the feeling is that you feel. For the people who are trying to taper off of Suboxone, the goal is to not feel it at all, right? So you want to take as little amount as possible to get you out of withdrawal and keep you out of withdrawal and not feel it, right? Because if you're not feeling it, then you're not going to be addicted to the feeling that you get once your Suboxone kicks in. My back's starting to hurt now. Sonny says, of course, bro, I love it. I can actually feel these days. Gotta enjoy the feelings, right? Sorry, guys, we couldn't have Matt get on here and finish out. I know sounds like something happened to his phone or something as he was trying to finish up with us, but I'm sure we'll have him on in the future again. Shout out to him for coming on here as he's going through his Suboxone withdrawal for a second time. You were supposed to help me and give me pointers. What pointers do you need, Callie? I remember those days, Deb. You're about to be at the do or die point. You got this, though. I have no doubt. Yeah, she's getting really close to. Yeah, you're right, Sonny. I agree. She's getting real close. I go to the gym a couple times a week and mostly do cardio and legs and squats. And the next day, abs and arms. I would say don't forget shoulders and back, Callie Love. Definitely keep up on the squats. What else? The cardio, lots of cardio is great. Legs and squats, obviously, for most females. Yeah, it seems like you're on a good path there, Callie. If I could recommend, maybe you guys get in the sauna for as much time as you can per week. That really helps the emotions and also helps melt the fat off your body and also helps the all-cause mortality rate by like 60%. There's a study on this. There was a study I read that it said these very brilliant doctors said that if there was one pill, if there was one thing that they could subscribe that was like, generally speaking, that would help every person, they said it would be the sauna, right, guys? If you can build a sauna regimen and keep up on it and keep building your time up as you go, make sure you stay hydrated, obviously, because that stuff will drain the water right out of you. But you will feel incredible. I feel better when I do a sauna day versus when I do a weightlifting day. That's how good it makes me feel when I get out of there from sweating and suffering in the sauna. Some of you might like sweating, but I freaking dread it. But I come out of there soaked to the bone. For me, I don't really get much of a feeling, even at high doses, but my brain still likes the taking the medication part. In the mornings, I'm always a little groggy and need water or something. So Sylvia says, I get headaches, extra anxiety, and backaches. I tapered myself down to 6 from 12. Headaches, backaches. Yeah, I mean, it almost kind of sounds like your dose is too high or was too high, Sylvia. I'm not sure, you know, how long you've been clean or what habit you came from. Those two things are pretty important when talking about this stuff too. I know I didn't ask you that yet. And how high of an opiate habit you had before this. Because some doctors will literally start you guys out on 16 milligrams, coming from like a 40, 50 milligram a day of Loratab habit, right? And that's way too strong to be starting out people on 16 milligrams of Suboxone. It's very strong medication. So he says, I also feel so disconnected, blah, if that makes any sense. Yes, it does make a lot of sense. I used to call it the Suboxone haze or fog. It felt like everything was just kind of dulled. Like there was a like there was a sunglasses were like blocking half of my vision or something. It was something like that. Oh yes, I love the sauna. Sweat that ish out. Now I finally have a doctor willing to help me taper. So when she mentioned Sublocade, I had to look into it. Yeah, some doctors out there don't want people tapering for whatever reason. Just a quick side note, if you do not want to taper Suboxone, then that's what Sublocade will do. It will taper you automatically without you doing all the brain work. So something to consider in the future. Or now if you're ready to do that. But if you've never tried tapering off Suboxone, I usually recommend that as the first thing. But some people just know that they're not going to be able to taper and have that daily emotional strength. So it just kind of depends on your situation. Everyone's situation is going to be different. Many baths late at night, Sonny says, for RLS. I remember that, and that did help. Taking a saltwater bath right before bed, just soaking in there and just getting so relaxed and so tired. That did help my RLS a little bit when I was going through withdrawal. I remember the days when I used to work out. Damn, it felt good waking up in the morning like I had so much energy with zero headaches. Yes, guys. If you guys are not working out, I can't recommend it enough, guys. I don't just do it just for looks, right? Because you just feel a lot better emotionally. And also when you're working out, it makes me want to eat healthier, right? Like if I skip the gym for like 3 days, then my diet is like, it's like I'm missing dopamine, right? So my diet or my brain is trying to tell me, get some cookies so you can feel that dopamine spike, right? Because I'm not getting it from the gym. So that's why I try not to take more than 2 days off at the gym at a time, because I start to get depressed. It's the truth, guys. So I don't like to take a whole lot of time out of the gym for my mental health issues. And that might sound silly to say, but it's the truth, guys. And I've been that way for a long time. My back is killing me, y'all. Oof. Sorry about the jankiness right here. I need to pop my back. What time of day is the best to go to the gym and work out? That's going to be different for everybody, Crypto. For me, I've tried working out early in the morning and I absolutely cannot do it. I'm not a morning person and I cannot work out on an empty stomach. For me, the best time to go to the gym is unfortunately when it's busy later in the afternoon, usually around 5, 6 o'clock. If I go too late at night, my energy gets too low. So for me, it's after I've had a couple meals in me for the day. You guys see I have my green shake here with carrots, with spinach, with banana, with natural peanut butter and egg whites. Bada boom, bada bang. Tastes good. And I'm going to be ready to hit the gym here in about a half an hour. That's when I like to go to the gym, but some people love to do it early in the morning, and it helps kickstart their day. Just kind of, you have to try to find what works best for you guys. But I think most people, it's going to be after they've had a few meals in them, after they've had a chance to wake up. Yeah, Kev, I just need to find the desire to start working out again. All it takes is one day, brother. One day, gonna start that momentum. Just a quick side note, if you guys are getting back into working out, don't kill yourself the first day in the gym, because then you're going to be so sore that you can't walk or get out of bed, and then you're not going to want to go back, right? So if you guys have been out of the gym for a while and you want to get back into it, ease into it, guys, because that soreness is no joke, and it sucks when you can't even freaking walk down your stairs in the morning because you're so tired. You're so sore from a workout that you just did. Hopefully you can all you got to do is get that little spark within you, Kingdom. One day turns into 2 days. If you guys are feeling like you want to get back into the gym, but your brain keeps trying to talk you out of it, just imagine a light switch, right? And just turn your brain off and turn your body on. Before you know it, you've made it to the gym. You've done a set or two, and you've turned your brain off, and now you've turned your body on, right? And before you know it, you're walking out of the gym. The session's over, and you're feeling so much more accomplished for the day. And then you started that momentum, right? Sauna after your workout, right? Yes, Callie, because for me, I get so damn sweaty and drenched. I would suggest doing the sauna after your workouts, and you can either shower at the gym and then head home, or if you don't mind, you can bring a change of clothes to the gym, because I like to sit in the sauna for like a good half an hour. I want to sweat hardcore. Make sure you're drinking water in there, because you could pass out. I've almost passed out from sitting in there for like 40 minutes before. I guess that's what's being married with 4 kids would do to you. Yes, I agree, man. I can't comment on that, because I've never been married, and obviously I don't have any kids, so I do have a lot more free time than most probably would. So I feel you there, Kingdom. Sonny says, I'm out, guys. Peace, Kev. You the man. Good to see you, Sonny. Thanks for checking in with us and letting us know you're doing well, buddy. I hope your New Year's going great, Sonny, and keep checking back in with us, brother. Sylvia says, I was on methadone for 10 years, pretty low dose. A year ago, I tapered down to 10 milligrams of that, and then the doctor put me on 12 milligrams of subs. It was supposed to be a short-term thing, but never wanted to help me taper. Damn. So you were almost all the way off of methadone, but then the doctor put you on a pretty high dose of Suboxone. Is there a reason, Sylvia, that you didn't just keep tapering off of methadone? Because you were so close to the end of it. I do talk to some people that are on lower doses of methadone, and honestly, I just try to tell them to keep going off of methadone rather than switching over to Suboxone and then having to figure out Suboxone and how their body works on it and then taper off of that. If I was on methadone, me personally, and I was tapered down to a low dose, I would probably just keep going, unless I've already tried and that just was not successful. Then I would obviously consider trying something else. But either way, you are where you are, and you've found your way to where you're at right now. So I guess it was all meant to be, right? So I started tapering myself. I'm really just wanting to be off the subs. Too many not good side effects, etc. Yes, I agree with you. There are a lot of people that struggle with side effects there are kind of a lot of side effects that come with this. Teeth issues, constipation, sex drive issues, joint pains, all kinds of stuff, guys. Not to mention all the psychological issues that we start to have especially after being on it for some time. Sylvia, keep coming back here. This channel helps me so much. Doctor said it would be like a bridge of sorts and way easier. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody does have their own opinion, and That's okay though, Sylvia. You are where you are. You'll figure your way out of this as long as you want to, right? As long as you keep taking one step in front of the other, just keep working at it. It does take some time though, so just be patient with yourself. Looks like we've gone for nearly 2 hours, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here now. I need to get to the gym here shortly, and my voice is starting to get a little bit froggy. As you guys know, it usually happens somewhere around the 2 hour mark. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. And as Kingdom just said, smash that like button. He's also heading out as well, looks like. Love you, Kev, and everyone else. Be sure to smash that like button. All right, Kingdom, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. If you guys haven't yet checked out Kingdom Within's channel, please do so. I know I've kind of recommended a lot of you go check out his channel. Please do so. And let's see, Sylvia says, let's see, doctor was wrong. Thank you all so much. Love you, tell. All right, guys, I love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the Sunday night show. Woo, my voice is toast. All right, guys. Mama Deb, thank you for the $20 Cash App. I really appreciate the support there, and we'll see you guys Sunday night. All right, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, baby.